Right, let's press start on that, get rid of that music, because you can't actually turn the music off. Alright guys, welcome back to the Fat Cat Caravan. Now I want to talk about a new simulation just released, you might have seen it. It's called Forklift 2024, the simulation. Now this is made by one guy. This is Daniel Wengenroth. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, but he's done a couple of games before on the PSN. He's done a couple of mainly shooters, like he's done they're like roguelike World War II shooter. He's done like a modern warfare kind of shooter. So really, this is the first kind of simulation game I've seen from him. Now, just bearing in mind, this game is not the best, but again, it's only made by the one guy. This Daniel Wengenroth. I do apologise if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but yeah, it's okay. Let's talk about this, shall we? It's not the best game by any means, but considering like one guy's made it, I guess he's kind of like done his best with it. So basically, it is essentially what it says on the tin is a forklift simulator, but it doesn't go. See, for me, I think it's Mr. Tricky. I think if it had done some kind of like you get. Oh, I mean, you can get off your forklift. You can press square and get off and walk around. So I mean, like maybe just an NPC boss to say, you know what, okay, guy, here's the order. Go and like load this truck and all that, because you can see actually if you look outside the truck here, we can't see at the moment, but there's like an actual city outside where, you know, not much of a city, but there is a city outside and you can go outside. But anyway, let's jump back on here. Right, so what happens, so you just start off in this warehouse. You have one warehouse. Now you earn money just by loading up these lorries. You don't see them drive away or anything like that, so you can expand. When you get enough money, you can expand your warehouse, I believe, but although you can actually drive to the second warehouse already, but so you can come into the second warehouse. I'm not too sure about, God's sake. Right, can I go please? Thank you. Yeah, so what you do essentially, you just load up these trucks and you do the same thing over and over again really. So now the thing about this is they want 2 engine parts, 2 gearbox parts, and 2 tools, right? So obviously playing this now, I know those blue pallets are tools, but when you first start up here, you don't know what is what. I mean, the only way you can find out what is what is if you drive up to the pallet, get your forks kind of, because obviously I used to be a forklift driver when I was a youngster, drove many forklifts. That was kind of like my occupation for years. But yeah, you can see what they are. There you go, gearbox parts. So we know we need 2 of them. Now you don't have to kind of load them in any order. You can just, oh yeah, another feature as well. If you press triangle, it changes camera to this kind of fork cam. You can't go inside. It's not in cab view, but there is this kind of fork cam which you can kind of line up your forks, and then there's reverse camera as well. So when you're reversing, that kind of jazz. I mean, it's not the best. I've played, you know, worse games, but yeah, it's not great to be honest. But again, I think it's just one guy. Actually, there is ray tracing options as well. If you pause it, you can see the settings. You can't turn off the music, but thankfully there's only music on the menu. So ray tracing, you can have ray tracing on, and you can see the graphics change immediately for much more dynamic lighting. So we can try that. I mean, but I think it drops down to like 30 frames. You can see it instantly chug. Frame rate is not the best. I find it doesn't make that much of a difference to warrant it on, so I'll just turn it off anyway. So there we go. That's better. It's much smoother and there's hardly any difference anyway. So yeah, you grab your goods, whatever they want. So in this case I want 2 of these. And you just drive onto the truck. Yeah, and as you can see outside, there is a kind of like a living city out there. Oh, you can see trucks and cars passing by. That kind of stuff. Anyway, so you just load it up. It's a pretty easy platinum by the looks of it. So there is these challenge modes as well, I'll go into in a minute. It's kind of there you go. Right, we got it. Yes, like I say, it's not. The controls are kind of like the controlling the forks is kind of a bit finicky, as you'd expect anyway. But yeah, what I don't know what more is to say about this game. As soon as you've loaded that, you get another order, and it just keeps going around and around and around. That is pretty much that is it for this game. It's not really, like I say, kind of think of getting a refund on this, to be honest. And that's it. You just load these lorries and you get the money for it. So let's just go ahead and quickly do this one, shall we? And then I'll show you how much you kind of get. I've got $1,000 at the moment. Right, and we'll just put the last one in. Last pallet of tools. And that is it. Order complete, $400. You don't really get a choice of what. It just gives you what it gives you. There you go, get a new order. And you just do it all over again until you get, I guess, enough money to upgrade the warehouse, which will be here, 2005. Now I don't understand what, I mean, I just guess you open up another warehouse which you do the same thing again and again and again. Anyway, graphically it's pretty good. It's obviously Unreal Engine. So graphically, yeah, I've got no complaints with the kind of the graphics of it. It all looks very nice, but it's just, again, it's just kind of bland. The game is kind of bland. And that's nothing against that one guy making. I know it's one guy making it, but it's nothing against him at all. But like, you know, I just think a bit of more, maybe a few NPC interactions. You know, being able to see the trucks drive up, you know, that kind of thing. I know there's other forklift simulations out there, but none available on PlayStation, I think. I mean, the main reason I picked up this game is because there's nothing else out there at the moment, simulation-wise. You know, it's pretty quiet at the moment until we get like truck and logistics and so on. We've got the Fernbus update coming on Thursday, which will be today by the time I've done this video. But yeah, and other than that, guys, it's pretty much quiet on the simulation front, as in new games. So I just thought, you know, let me just test this out. But yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best. Like, in fact, it's pretty poor. But yeah, I was kind of hoping the trailer, obviously, as the trailers do, make it look good, you know. But all right, Kai, I'll show you the. Let me just show you the challenge modes, and we'll hop over now, take a look at the challenge modes, because you've got these challenge modes where you've got like assault courses you have to get around. You have to get like, I don't know, that wooden beam across up this ramp, across here, over there, and just see if you can get it to the point A to point B, and just basically just challenges, see if you can get through the course. Right, so here's the challenge mode. It's kind of, you got to carry these pile of plywoods from this point to the point over there. It's not really taxing. You have like things that drive under, like bridges, go over ramps. Just see if you can get it to the end. There's no kind of time limit on it. So, but they do put stuff in the way and stuff to make your forklift bounce up and down, so you end up losing the load. For example, this one here, very sketchy. You've got to drive across. Make sure your wheels don't fall down the hole, and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so yeah, this kind of thing really. And as you can see, the city outside, look, it's there's a city out there. So that, I mean, you could do a lot more with this. I think, you know, with a bit more manpower, a bit more, you know, resources, you could do, you know, you can make a great little forklift game, I think. There's another stage where you drive through bloody balls. They put balls in the way, and again, like I do here, I'll just push them out of the way and just kind of make a path and then just drive through it. So it's not like, there you go, look. So it's not like it's, you know, anything taxing at all by any means. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the challenges. So just to sum up, really, this game, just want to show it off. It's another simulation game, and I pretty much showed everything there is about the game. So if you want to like go ahead and buy it, you can. If you like the look of it or kind of stuff, it can obviously be repetitive, doing the same thing over and over again. It doesn't really get any more exciting. So I guess as forklift driving goes, it, you know, pretty much doesn't. But yeah, I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. I'll try and get a refund on it, if I'm honest. Just wanted to try it out. You know, you never know these things till you try, I guess. But yeah, I'll just say thank you for watching. I'll end that video right there. And thank you guys for your support as always. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys? Take care.
PlayStation